Have a look at this problem. It's a problem from calculus from JEE Advanced 2017. So function g is defined in terms of an integral, and the lower and upper limits of the integral are in terms of sign of the variable x. Now what we need to find is, we need to find out what is the derivative of this function g at the point pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. So we very well know how to proceed. We have to make use of the Leibniz rule for solving this problem. Okay, so first of all, let's find out what is the expression g dash of x. So g dash of x, if we on using the Leibniz rule, it becomes, we will have to differentiate the upper limit. So that becomes twice cos 2x, and then we substitute it here. So it becomes sine inverse of sine 2x, okay, and then the next term will be the derivative of this, it's cos x times sine inverse of sine x, So this is the derivative of g. Now let's plug in the values of pi by 2 and minus pi by 2. So let's see what is g dash of pi by 2. So if you plug in the value of pi by 2 over here, let's see. So pi by 2, on putting it here, it becomes sine pi, which is 0, and sine inverse of 0, we know it's 0. So this factor becomes 0. And the next thing, if you put pi by 2, here there is cos pi by 2, and therefore it also becomes 0. So it is 0 minus 0, which is 0. And similarly, if we find out what is the derivative at minus pi by 2, then let's see what happens. So at minus pi by 2, again this becomes 0. So it's 0, and minus pi by 2, on putting it here also, it is 0. So it's again equal to 0. So which means none of the options are actually true in the case of this problem. And you can consider the exam guys to award everybody irrespective of whether you have attempted or not attempted this problem. So essentially the total marks of the exam has basically reduced by so many marks which have been assigned for this problem. So this is kind of not expected, but then yeah, so the problem as such was nevertheless a simple one. It's just that if you know what is Leibniz rule, you just use it and plug in the values, you will get the answer.